You are listening to the In Between Sales Calls podcast with Derek Shebby, episode 16. Welcome, everyone. How are you liking the podcast? Do you have any topics you'd like for me to cover? I'd love to know. Connect with me on LinkedIn or our Facebook page and subscribe for more sales content. Okay, today I want to talk about the sales numbers game. This is the phrase, sales is a numbers game, which implies that you need to keep up activity levels high, keep them high, to ultimately reach success in sales. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of talk about how following the old school numbers game is a sure way to burn out. I've been hearing people speak passionately about how quantity does not matter as much as quality. I've been hearing that the only way to be successful today is to stand out and separate yourself from the rest of the group of salespeople that treat customers like they're just another number. To summarize, I've been hearing that the sales numbers game is irrelevant and should be retired. What about you? What do you think? What have you experienced? Here's a better question. If you've been listening to this podcast from episode 1, which I hope you have, and thank you if you have, by the way, what do you think my thoughts are to this? Well, here they are. These things that I've been hearing and the people that have been saying them are completely out of touch. They haven't been responsible for bringing in business for a territory or a team or a company in quite some time. These people are stuck in fantasy, theory land. Shame on them. They're part of the problem. They are feeding the doubts of countless struggling salespeople around the world and causing those people to look elsewhere for different strategies and different processes. They are hurting the salespeople who are trying to be great and letting them know that the reason they aren't successful is that there most likely is a better way than what their sales leadership team is coaching them to, and they should just keep looking for it. They're poisoning the importance of the grind, the discipline, the steps it takes to become successful with their posts that promote the grass is greener mentality. If you're a salesperson trying to figure it all out and you've been listening to this podcast, then you already understand what I'm saying. If you're responsible for a sales team, then you already understand what I'm saying. If you're in sales leadership, you get the picture. Look, I 100% believe in the sales numbers game. I can understand why people would want to abandon it as old news. You could make 50 cold calls and not get any appointments. I've been there. It's frustrating. You could set 4 appointments and they're all bad quality opportunities. I've been there. It feels like such a waste of time. You could lose 4 deals in a row. I've been there. It sucks. That doesn't make the numbers game something that doesn't work. You want to know why it's not working? The reason it's not working has nothing to do with the game itself and everything to do with the execution of it. You need to learn how to play the game in order for you to win in the game. Today's success habit is to become a student of the numbers game. First question, do you think you are so good at sales that you are going to win every single deal you play in? What do you think? Okay, well, let's look at the numbers. And I'm going to reference some famous sports people as an example. Michael Jordan, I'm sure you've heard of this guy, commonly referred to as the greatest of all time in the sport of basketball, on average made 50% of his shots in a game. That means he made 1 out of 2. Ted Williams in baseball finished at 400% in one season for batting average, which ended up becoming the greatest batting average of all time in one season. That means, though, out of 1,000 times he went to the plate to bat, he only got on base 400 of those times, which means 600 times he didn't. That's a lot of times to fail. We can go on and on with all these stats. The answer is that you will not win every single deal you play in. Absolutely not. That doesn't mean you don't give it your all. What it does mean, though, is a few things. If you are winning all the deals you are in, then you are not playing in enough deals. Flat out. Don't get overconfident. If you're winning them all, then it's time to put yourself out there and start going after more challenging and larger deals. What is your win percentage? Have you started tracking it? This is how you do it. Just take the number of proposals you created recently and the number of deals you won out of them. That should give you a percentage, right? Once you have that percentage, then you should figure out how much money you make on an average deal. Put them both together, and then you'll know from good old math, from the numbers, how many deals you need to work on each month in order to make the kind of money you want to earn for this year. Math, numbers, the game. From there, you get back to number of proposals you need to present. From there, the number of demos, assessments, next steps you need to perform that lead to a proposal presentation. From there, the number of first appointments you need to do that lead you to a next step. And then down to the prospecting activities, which I'm hoping you're tracking right now. It is time for you to track all of your numbers in this numbers game. Now, let me ask you something. Do you think having a quality place to prospect to would increase your chances of success throughout the sales process? Absolutely, right? It's a no-brainer because it's brought up like it's an amazing concept by these sales gurus all over the place. But where does this actually happen? Where do you first get the quality place to contact in the first place? Well, right up front, if you can, as fast as possible. If you're a sales manager, it's your job to help your salespeople have a quality list to start from. If you're a sales leader, it's your job to make sure all the managers and all the teams below you have a quality list to start from. It's their job, right? As salespeople, it's our job to execute on that quality list. It's not going to be easy though. This takes time and preparation before the process starts, before the game starts. However long it takes, you must start with something good enough to get going. Work on it all night if you need to. Work on it all morning, but don't work on it during the day. That's not playing the game. You're not even in the game if you're doing that. You're wasting your time getting ready while the game is on if you're doing this during the day. Here's a message to all those sales theorists out there who haven't carried a bag in too long, hiding behind their consultant badge. If you take hours during the day trying to get ready for one quality prospecting contact, if you take hours during the day to get ready for that one quality appointment that you have that day, if you take hours during the day to get ready for that one quality proposal you're working on, and you just end up winning one deal when you need to win 5 deals per month to hit your income quotas and your goals, there's a problem. You're not playing the game right. It's as simple as this. And sales managers, I know you know what I'm saying here. Get a good enough message for prospecting. Get a good enough template for appointments. Get a good enough template for proposals. Get a good enough list to start the whole thing. Then go. Hustle. Everything is going to get better as you go. You're going to get better as you go. You're not going to win everything. Just keep analyzing and improving while you're in the game and actually playing. Remember, not even the greatest players of all time win everything, right? You just need to become a student of the numbers game. Figure out your numbers in all parts of the sales cycle. Analyze them for areas of improvement. Improve the quality of your list, your messaging, your templates, and your skills as you play the game. So is it time to retire the sales numbers game? Well, the day you retire it is the day you don't make it in sales. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for allowing me to join you on your sales journey. See you next time. Hey, if you enjoyed listening to this podcast, then you have to come check out my free 5-day sales training course of my proven Sales in 21 Days program. I designed it to help you make more money in sales. Whether you're looking for a fast start or just looking to sharpen your skills, you can't afford to miss it. Come get free access today over at www.salesin21days.com. That's www.salesin21days.com. I'd love to have you join the program. See you there.